While in the Premier Inn, I'm going to do a review. I'm going to have something different from the menu that I've never had before, because pretty much all the Premier Inns, they run with the same menu. Now, don't get me wrong, when we go to Premier Inn to Premier Inn to Premier Inn, it depends on whether it's if you go to one which they have their own restaurant, then obviously the quality of food pretty much should be the same. But some of them you go and they got like a beef eater and so forth. Now this has its own restaurant within, so we're going to review the food, but I'm going to go for something different. And I try and do that every time I come into a Premier Inn pretty much. So I'm going to go with the grill section, and we have got a mixed grill, which is £20.99. So you've got the 8-ounce sternum steak, gammon steak, half roast chicken. You've got the pork sausage served with a beer battered onion rings. Sounds nice, right, so far? Garden peas, a fried egg, half grilled tomato, and skin on chips. But I do not know, or do I go for the 8-ounce sirloin steak and then I can add peppercorn sauce and all those kind of things? That is still £20 as well in itself, or I go for the 5-ounce grilled gammon steak. And then decided I'm going to go for the mixed grill, because it's been a long time since I've had a decent mixed grill. I'm talking years. The last one I had was in like a Wetherspoons, and that wasn't decent. I know they stopped doing it. And the last time I had one in the pub, which was really, really good, was probably about 3 to 4 years ago, and I haven't had a mixed grill, I think off the top of my head, around about 2 years. So I am going to go for the mixed grill. We're going to review it, see if it stands up to the test of time, and I'm going to add some peppercorn sauce to it as well. Now it's come. I am disappointed. For £20, like I always say, if food is great and you know it tastes great and so forth, and they never moan about the price. But the reason I'm disappointed instantly is because that is meant to be a mixed grill. Now, does that look like a £20 mixed grill to you? You might say yes. The meat looks quite sparse, it's very, very small. Sausage looks like a normal proportion sausage, but then you've got the steak. Look at the steak, and then you've got the chicken, and the gammon, and the egg. We're going to work with it. Maybe it tastes like out of this world. Go on with a bit of salt first. Now, what I have noticed, skin on fries. That's good. We go with skin on fries. It's the in thing, and it has been for a while now, right? But chicken looks a little bit dry, and the onion rings are small there. I'm gonna go in with the peppercorn sauce. So it's alright. Now I say about peppercorn sauce, and you've got to get the consistency right. Now this is not even watery, this is not even in between, this is just like thick. It's coming out. It's like, look, that is, look at it. That's not impressive. Now I'm really going for the jugular for this at the moment, but who knows? It tastes fine. So we're going to go in with what I said looks like a dry chicken. Looks like it's either been cooked for too long or reheated, in my opinion. So let's try. Let's find out if I'm right or wrong. It's cold. It's chewy. This has been pre-cooked and reheated. You can tell that straight away. The one thing I cannot cook and reheat really is an egg. So it's a runny egg. You see that? We're going to go in. That's right. So we're going to go with the gammon here. Let's see, we'll go with that. Here's the gammon. Oh, the gammon's a lot better. It's not as warm as it should be. Very, very salty, which you're going to get from gammon. A little bit chewy, but not too much. Still a slightly overcooked. The chicken is massively dried up. Guys. Oh my god. Listen to this. That's not good, right? Oh, it's disappointing. So far, this is not good. So we've got the onion ring. Let's go in with that. No, right up. This is so disappointing. I do understand it. Said we've only got one chef on tonight, but still, this is really not doing it for me. So we're going to go in with the sausage. None of this is cooked fresh. None of it. Not one bit of it is cooked fresh. It's just been like pre-cooked, reheated, dried out massively. Sausage is not even great. I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. The fries are so good on the plate. They just dried up. All of this, apart from the egg, has been pre-cooked, chucked to the side, waiting then for someone to order, chuck it into the microwave, and away they went. The peppercorn sauce is really lumpy. It's got no flavour coming from the peppercorn sauce neither, nothing at all. It's quite bland. Let's see if this little piece of steak redeems itself. But instead of putting my fork in it, it seems as dry as hell. So let's go in. I feel terrible because I'm really sleek in this, but I have to be honest with this one. This is, take that off there a minute. This is medium, but it's dry. It's dry as hell. Yeah, again, it's sat on the side for God knows how long. It's like chewing leather boots, honestly. Not great at all. Not great. I'm not even going to finish this. This is a rarity for me to do this, but this, all of it is horrendous. It's not good at all. But listen again. There's no way you should do your chips tapping the plate like that. That's just like crazy. Wow, no. So I'm gonna have a chat with them. I'm just waiting now for the gentleman to come across. And I hate to complain. I really do hate to complain, but everything's come out cold. I've tried to eat it, and everything's solid. It's really disappointing. The peppercorn sauce, it was just lumpy, and I really hate it. And I know you're like you said, you've only got one chef on, but it's just like, I was just like, wow.
No, I do understand.
Not wow in a good way either. I'm so disappointed with it. That's hence why I'm not continuing with it.
Another one, maybe?
You can try if you want to go that way, yeah.
Or I can give you another drink from the house.
Obviously, it's up to you what you do, but obviously, if you want to try it again, fine, I'll pay for it. But if not, I'm not willing to pay for it, obviously, because.
I understand. No,
Yeah.
I understand. I'll take that from you.
Yeah.
Speak to my manager, see.
Whichever way you want to do it, yeah. Like I said, I really don't like to complain, but it's just like, you know, don't like complaining at all. Never complain really about food, and usually I wouldn't keep this kind of thing in a video. But so we came back, and he said the manager said that you can either not pay for this, or we can give you the menu in, and you can choose from the menu, and then obviously you've got to pay for whatever meal you have off that menu then, and we can offer you a free drink. And I said, well, I have to think about it. I'd rather not have the food. And I said to him, look, I understand. Again, I said, I'm really sorry about, I have to complain, but I have to, because the food is not right. I'm not willing to pay the money because it's terrible. And he said, okay, fair enough. So I said, I'd rather just let's just call it quits on that. So I'm just sat here and have another pint. But I'm disappointed because all the years I've been in the Premier League, you know, alright, the food is not like top tier and all that, you know, but it's always been nice. It's always been nice, and it's been, you know, decent food for the money you're paying that. But categorically, this is the worst food I've ever had from a Premier League. And you showed me one video that I've ever made a complaint of a Premier Inn, because it isn't. I've always said the food is quite decent, the breakfast is okay, and yeah, that was a massive disappointment. But I'm just going to put it down to the fact of they were understaffed, the chef was under pressure, you know, and he's obviously cooked a lot of things in his wisdom. I think that'll be fine, but aside and reheated things, and it's just all gone terribly wrong. Yeah, just disappointed. So still hungry.